Hi everyone, my name is Amber, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the books that I'm planning on reading this weekend. There are quite a few. I am being quite ambitious, but I am in a strong reading mood, so I reckon I can get it done. I also have a bunch of books I want to finish off before the end of the month because I have been in the middle of quite a few of them for quite a while. So starting off, we have the Space Sirens Book Club book for May, and that is The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. This one is adult fantasy. The main two characters are women who are in love with each other, but I think it's kind of an enemies to lovers thing. I don't really know much else about it other than it's a political fantasy, lots of political intrigue in here, and I haven't started it yet, admittedly, and it's definitely one that's going to run into next week, but I want to get a start on it this weekend because otherwise I'll feel really bad. There's a magpie looking at my kitten. I'm nervous. So I need to get a head start on this before the live show, which I think is next weekend, which I probably won't be able to attend anyway, but I do want to finish this so I can watch it afterwards. Then we have a book that I have already started and I just need to finish off. I only have about 100 pages left, and that is Firekeepers Daughter. This one is about a young girl called Dornis who is half Native American and half white, and she is kind of struggling with not being enrolled, being mixed race, not being entirely from one tribe or from one people. There's that, but also it turns into a bit of a thriller book as well. I don't really want to say too much because I don't like describing thriller books or thriller elements because often it gives too much away. The blurb does say that she witnesses a shocking murder, so there's that, and I'm very much enjoying this book. I'm also listening to it, as well as reading it as a physical book, I'm also listening to it as an audiobook on my phone as well, and it's a really good way of reading this one, I would say, because this is set mainly in an Ojibwe reservation and they use a lot of language that I, being from England, I'm not familiar with at all. So it really helps to have the narrator reading it to me so that I know how to pronounce these words, which are sometimes quite long, so that I can wrap my head around them. So I'm very much enjoying this one and I'm really looking forward to finishing off this weekend. It shouldn't take long at all, probably only about half an hour. Another book that I really need to finish off is Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. So I got this one out from the library a couple of weekends ago. It's the third book in the Crazy Rich Asians series. It's the final one as well, and I am loving it. So I have roughly 200 pages left to go, and it's just as funny so far as the other books in the series, and I'm very much enjoying it. So I'm going to crack this one out this weekend as well. It shouldn't take too long. The books, once you get into them, they're really fast to read. At the beginning, admittedly, they have so many characters and so many kind of politics involved that you don't really know what's going on, but eventually you get used to all the characters and they fly by. They're just so funny and so ridiculous. I love reading them and I can't wait to check out Kevin Kwan's new book at some point as well. So I'm finishing this one off too. And then the next two books are ones that I have on my Kindle. First one is Better Together. This one is Christine Ricciot's new book and I don't know what it's about at all. I think it's about people who go on a camp or a retreat or something and then they fall in love. I didn't really like her first debut book, Again But Better, but I'm wondering if I'm going to enjoy this one a bit more now that she's a more seasoned writer. So I received this one as a review copy. I'm going to be reading it this weekend in full. And the next one is a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, which is one of the final ones that I have to read for my Taylor Jenkins Reid project. That video should be coming up in the next couple of weeks, in which I'm trying to decide which Taylor Jenkins Reid book is best as I read through her backlist. I'm reading Evidence of the Affair, which is, I think, a novella. At least I hope it is, because I haven't given myself very long to read it. And I have no idea what it's about. Probably a married couple who one of them is having an affair, perhaps. I'm really enjoying doing this Taylor Jenkins Reid project, and I'm really enjoying her books actually for the most part, so that's really good, and I'm hoping to enjoy this one. I don't typically like short stories, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to love it, but based on her books so far, I'm definitely going to enjoy it at least. So those are my ambitious reading plans for the weekend. As you're watching this, it's probably already halfway through the weekend, so you might see on Twitter how I'm doing. If not, then I will update you in my May wrap up, I suppose, which will be up in a week or so. Otherwise, this weekend, I think I'm going to be spending it just recording some videos. We do have some friends coming over today as you're watching this, so that's going to interrupt my reading plans just a little bit, but they shouldn't be here for very long. Hopefully the weather holds out because it has been raining non-stop here in the south of England, and I hate it. It's May and it's just pouring with rain, so I'm not very happy with that. I'm hoping to get some recording done tomorrow. I definitely need to get ahead for next weekend because Quill's parents are coming up to see us. I think May's been a really weird month for me so far because we've been seeing friends and seeing some people, but still socially distanced, and it almost feels like things are back to normal, except people have clearly been, I don't know, not conditioned, they're getting used to the new normal, I guess, and like distancing from friends and not hugging them and stuff like that. Like as soon as we met up with some friends a couple of weekends ago, there wasn't even a question of whether or not we would hug or not. We're just not hugging because none of us are vaccinated. So without saying anything, we just knew to keep our distance, and it was just a very strange feeling. I went to some charity shops last weekend and also to Waterstones, but I didn't buy anything. So I really want to go back to Waterstones at some point in the next few weeks and get a few more books, just because I have some ideas of things to buy. But one of the books that I wanted isn't actually released until next week, so I need to hold off to go to Waterstones until then, because otherwise it will kind of be a wasted trip. I was thinking about taking you guys book shopping with me. I think that would be quite fun, but it would require me vlogging in public, so I might just like whip my phone out and then do a voiceover instead. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Would you enjoy a book shopping video? If I wasn't necessarily talking to the camera the entire time, I would feel probably a little bit awkward, but I don't know. I'm really looking forward to going back to Waterstones and buying some books. So yeah, those are my plans for the coming weekend, reading plans and otherwise. I don't think I really have much else to update you on really. May has been just kind of an average month, to be honest, with nothing really going on. Oh, one thing that is hopefully happening soon is that I'm going to start another channel, and I'm so excited. So it's going to be like a lifestyle vlogging sort of channel, with house updates and things, but I need to pre-record some videos for that first. So I don't know when that channel is going to launch, but I'm planning out the videos as we speak, or as you're watching this. I am hopefully doing something related to it, and I'm hoping to get far enough ahead that it's not going to impact BookTube, because I'm really enjoying uploading 3 times a week on here for the most part. BookTube has turned into such a fun hobby for me over the past year, and I've really been enjoying myself. So hopefully the second channel will, rather than hinder my BookTube channel, it will kind of help to elevate it instead. And yeah, so that's all my news, I think. If I can think of anything else to tell you, then I'll do another update video at some point, but at the moment things are just plodding along as usual. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what your weekend reading plans are in the comments below. Let me know if you have read any of these books, and if you have any opinions on them, that would be great, positive or negative. I really don't mind. I do think I'm being a little bit ambitious with all of these, but I think I'm also being quite realistic in saying that I only want to start the Unbroken and not finish it, and then just finish these ones off. So I'm quite pleased with my reading plans. Hopefully you guys are intrigued, and you can stay tuned for my next video, which will be up in a couple of days, and then you'll see how I get on with these in my May wrap up in about 9 days, I think. So thank you again so much for watching. I'll speak to you all in my next video. Bye.